Yeah, sorry guys, the battery cut off, so we left it to charge whilst we went out, and now it's evening. So yeah, we're about to talk about Itaewon clubbing.
Uh-oh. And guess where we're going tonight?
Gotta go back to Itaewon just to say bye.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So wait, we went to a glam lounge and it was closed because there was some incident that happened.
Probably a fight.
Probably a fight or something like that, because there was security and people coming around.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of security.
Yeah. So we decided to go to this bar opposite Fountain. When we got inside, it was popping. Everyone was like dancing and everything. We decided
the music was alright.
Yeah.
It's just it was a bit choppy. Like 1 minute they're playing something really good, and next minute
exactly.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Expose your vibe.
Yeah,
you get into it, and then they just like they stop it. Like they played that song from what's her name? Diana King, Shy Guy.
Oh yeah.
And we started like, oh Lord have mercy, and then before you know it.
Actually, I'm surprised they played that.
Exactly.
I'm really surprised.
I was shocked as well.
I'm just thinking,
what do you know about that?
Exactly. What do you know about that?
At that time, so that particular time, we were just getting into it. That there was these boys, on the table next to us.
Yeah.
That dropped alcohol.
He spilled. No, I think it was Coke.
There was alcohol that time. Yeah,
I'm sure it was. I thought it was Coke.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was.
I thought it was just Coke.
Spilled it on us.
Cause I didn't think of alcohol after you spilled it on me. It was just a Coke, I think.
Yeah.
But
he spilled it on us.
He spilled on us and some other girls, and didn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah, exactly.
Was too busy trying to clean up the table, but I'm just like, you spilled on a bunch of girls. But anyway,
so
never mind.
That's spoiled our vibe a little bit. So we decided to move away a little bit. So we were kind of in our own little corner. And before you know it, one by one, we started
to get men approach us.
There was this one guy that was like from Netherlands or something who comes up to me and he's like, that was
the second guy.
Oh no, first there was there's two black guys, right?
Yeah, they
came up to us.
They must have been around
yeah, in their 40s, late
40s, something like that. I was thinking, what are you doing in South Korea anyway?
He didn't want to leave her alone because of her red lips. I could understand her red lips were popping, but he was exaggerating. So I had to stop dancing at one point because I felt like I had to push him away because he was getting too close and he was talking stupidness.
And he just kept saying stuff about Korea and I don't want to go into too much about what he was saying because I think it wasn't very
nice.
It wasn't very positive.
No, it wasn't.
But basically along the lines of, sticking to your own race.
Yeah, what are you guys doing here and whatever.
Yeah, basically. And it's just like, well, we're trying to enjoy ourselves. It's not just about, it's about Korean culture and about experiencing Korea itself and shopping and the food, and that's what we know that we like. So that's what we're here. It wasn't to do with like picking up men or anything like that. They got
the wrong idea or something.
Yeah.
We weren't even dressed in a way to give the wrong idea, so.
And I think they were kind of maybe bitter because maybe they weren't getting any attention.
Possibly.
From maybe the women there.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough because they're not exactly young, good-looking men.
Yeah.
Which maybe a lot of the girls are looking for. So
yeah, and then eventually they left because I think his friend could tell that we were getting like kind of annoyed and we just wanted to be left alone to dance and have fun. So they left. Then the guy from Netherlands comes and he's like, oh, you're beautiful or whatever, and he's like, oh, I've dated other races but I never have any luck with like African or something.
Yeah. And well, to be honest, I was next to her, but I couldn't hear the conversation. He wasn't talking to me at all.
And he's like, oh, will I be blessed tonight?
And
I was looking at him like, what?
Put it this way.
Hell no.
Put it this way. If you're a guy and you want to approach a girl in a club, in any country, do not come out with lines like that.
Exactly. Will I be blessed tonight? I was thinking nope.
And don't bring it.
You're not lucky tonight either.
Never, ever, ever. You don't need to bring up race.
Exactly.
We're all people.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
I'm not gonna be your guinea pig tonight. You got the wrong one.
It's like me going up to I'm in South Korea. I go up to a Korean guy and say, I've never experienced Korean.
Yeah.
Like, who does that? Like, you're some piece of meat.
Am I gonna be blessed tonight?
Yeah. Am I gonna be blessed with a Korean tonight? Just please.
Oh my god. So that was that guy, and then I guess there was like loads of other guys that were like watching. They looked like they're waiting for their turn, but they didn't have enough guts to approach or whatever.
And these guys were, well, I didn't really. She noticed more guys than I did, like in terms of wanting to approach, maybe.
Because I was closer to the door, so I could see them coming in. When I tell you that some guys, when they walked in, they were like doing the Kwan. Oh my gosh, I almost felt like the Kwan. Hit the Kwan. They were walking in like this. I was like, no, you didn't. Oh my gosh, what do you guys know about that? There was this one guy that worked in the bar that was always going crazy. Do you remember? With the checkered shirt. And he would,
I remember him.
He would start doing crazy stuff spontaneously. But
anyway, she noticed more of these things than I did.
A lot of people were trying to show out. They were like, yeah, look, we can dance as well and stuff like that. And I was just like, really? Who else? There was a guy. This was because we left the club at some point. So it was fine. We started getting bored. We made a friend with this girl who was with her boyfriend
or a date or something.
And we thought, okay, let's go to Fountain because that's actually a club.
You're missing it. That part, when the guy who spilled the drink on us, he was with a bunch of his friends.
Oh yeah.
And after that Netherlands guy had gone, they approached us afterwards.
Yeah.
And he started trying to chat to us. I mean, I don't think his English was that great.
Yeah. But
it was enough to kind of be like, hey, where you from? Do you want a drink?
Yeah, that's true.
And to be honest, I don't really. It doesn't matter where you're from. I wouldn't necessarily accept a drink from a guy.
Exactly. So we were just like, you trying to get us drunk or something? Nah.
Basically, and they were just like, no, okay, thank you, blah, blah, blah. And he just asked us some question like, where are we from?
He was like,
how
you're
old
beautiful.
Are you? You guys are so beautiful, blah, blah, blah.
He was like, I want to learn English. He was like, I'm a policeman. Her battery just stopped.
Yes.
No, not the battery.
Round 3 because she had no more memory left.
There you go. Yeah, where were we?
We were talking about the policeman.
Oh yeah, so they come up to us and like, oh, you guys are beautiful, very beautiful. Well, thank you. And then he was
I think he was sharing their love juice. It was do you know what?
Both of them.
Listen, most people when they're in the club and they've been drinking, they like to share their love juice.
Exactly.
I can't remember who it was, but I remember getting love juice on me.
By the way, love juice is spitting. If you don't know what that is.
Basically when someone's
spitting at you.
When someone's chatting to you and they're I don't know why they're salivating.
Yeah. Salivating. Yeah.
Maybe just be thirsty or something. I don't know.
His friend was funny. His friend cracked me up because his friend could speak any English, but he would always be around like. He was always around.
Yeah, basically this one guy, he probably had very limited English and he was using whatever he knew how to talk to us.
Yeah.
And his friend didn't know any English, so every time he kept introducing his friend would like high five us or spud us or something like that.
Yeah, spud.
Yeah.
And they carry on walking, we're just like.
Yeah. And I think because we weren't really into the whole okay, let's drink and get drunk kind of thing, they kind of left us alone. But I think we encountered them quite a few times in the night.
But they also left us alone because we told them how old we were and they realized that we were older.
Yeah.
Because when he was talking to us, he was like, I want to learn English. And I was like, Kojiman. I told him, don't lie in Korean. And he was like, how old are you? How old are you? He was like 27 or something like that.
27.
And I was like 31. He was like, oh, you're new now.
Basically, you just told all your views your age.
Oh well, it's only this video. Whatever.
Anyway, we're older than them.
Exactly, we're older than them.
So maybe. Do you know what? I don't think it was the age thing because I think if we would have drank with them and had a good time, I think it still would have been fine.
Yeah, there's that.
And they said, and they also said we didn't look our age, which we probably don't. So
no. Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much that. They tried to talk to us, but they couldn't really. They tried to get us to dance with them as well. They were like, "Come join."
I think it's easier when you're kind of more drinking as well, and you kind of get more relaxed. And I think that's the kind of vibe that they were going for. But we weren't in the kind of. We don't drink a lot,
exactly,
and
we don't need to drink to have fun anyway. We're crazy already.
I'm not really. Well, we're not really about that life, getting drunk. So I think we're past that kind of stage in our life, and we're just looking to kind of just chill and
basically
catch the vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
What's going on in the club and stuff.
And
I ain't been clubbing for ages. So.
Same here.
So it was a
whole new world.
It was an interesting experience, especially to be in a different country and going out.
So we carried on walking. We went out of that club, and the stairs were intense. Like, you need to be prepared because the stairs are so intense. You could melt, man. Seriously, the way they look at you sometimes.
Or the stairs.
Yeah, they're trying to like burn a hole into you.
The thing is, the stairs. Well, I didn't notice so much stairs, but you know, you can feel a vibe when you get into a club. People are looking at you a little bit. So.
Then we go into Fountain Club and I hear the song. Oh, I think that I found my. So I come in like, yeah, turn up, and everyone like zoom. Everyone at the door. First, the security guy were looking at us.
I think she kind of like.
The security guys were looking at us. Then we got in and I was like, oh, it's my tune.
Again, I don't really notice things. So
and then I just see a bunch of guys like zoom, like piranhas or something. I just dropped my arms and I was like, I better calm down. I better calm down.
They probably think you've been drinking or something.
Maybe. So I was like, I better calm down. It's like, I don't want that kind of attention here. So we tried to go inside the club and find a spot where we could dance.
I know.
You need to tell about the guy that was like.
I noticed when I was coming in. I don't know if this was while she was doing her little dance thing. You know when someone's eyes are just following you.
Yeah.
And he
was
walking past me, and it's almost like his breath touched my cheek.
I didn't see that.
It's almost like his breath touched my cheek, and I was just like, I couldn't look at him because he was too close. It was a bit. You know when someone's in your personal space? It was a little bit like that.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Yeah,
it's too funny. So that happened, and we're like, no, we're not comfortable down here. It's too much. It was too intense.
It was quite packed down at the bottom. Yeah,
and it was too much. When there's like too many people looking at you, you're just like, oh my gosh, I feel like dropping and turning into a puddle or something like that because it was just too much. So we decided to go upstairs because it looked like it was a bit emptier. So we go upstairs, and as soon as we step upstairs, I was just like,
again, this is something that Maurice notices and I don't.
And then before I knew it, because I'm looking around trying to find a spot for us to sit, some black guy tagged along.
He's an American guy?
Yeah.
He's American.
And his name was Dominique, I think, or something.
He's Dominique, yeah.
I turned around and he's like chatting to her, and I'm like, oh, when did he tag along? He started chatting to us for like a good 5 minutes.
Good 5 to 10 minutes, and he was telling us to join his table.
Yeah. So you girls are beautiful.
I think we just wanted to get a drink and just see what the vibe was like in the club.
We just wanted to jam.
But he was really nice, and he was asking us many questions. We were asking why he was there.
Yeah.
And apparently something like he worked for a company. I don't know if it was Samsung or somewhere.
Oh yeah. He was like, what are you guys doing here? You here for work? Are you here for holiday?
Yeah. So and he was telling us our time was too short in Korea.
Exactly.
It probably is, but you know, you can't really. How much holiday can you take from work? So. But yeah, he was really nice and accommodating when we got upstairs, and he wanted us to join him, but we decided to go and get a drink and see what the rest of the upstairs was saying. And the drinks were cheaper in Fountain, by the way, than in the other place. I don't know what the other place is called, but it's across the road. Yeah. The drinks were a bit cheaper in Fountain for some reason.
So we left them. We didn't join their table,
and they went into like a corner we
got drinks. Yeah. And even at the drinks, like, I noticed a lot of people like coming in. Some of them were really cute, but I was like, I can't deal with this. This is like too much. So we got our drinks, and then we went to.
By the way, why is it all? You find all the good-looking Korean guys. I'm sorry, but they were partying. They were partying. Like, I'm not saying you don't find any on the streets, because you do.
They come out at night.
Don't get me wrong, but they all come out at night for some reason.
You come crawling out at night. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. And then basically we found a spot, but it was like in the entryway. So there was these 2 Korean guys I must have noticed. We were just trying to drink.
I saw them from before. I saw them when they walked in, and they were sitting down chatting to each other, and they were like had food and stuff. And I didn't even know. You just don't think anyone was going to really approach you anyway.
Exactly.
I was surprised when he came.
I know, like out of nowhere. He was like, oh, you're in the doorway, you're in the way. Come join us. Yeah. And like fools, we just decided to go.
Do you know what?
Because we were in an uncomfortable place. We're like, oh, okay,
yeah. And the thing is, we didn't join that guy called Roy.
Exactly.
But we didn't.
Dominic, not Roy. Roy was the other guy.
Roy was the Korean guy. Sorry, we didn't join Dominic, the American guy. Yeah. And then I felt bad joining the Korean guy sitting down at the same time. But it's like I didn't.
They came and rescued us at the right time. The timing was right, because loads of people were coming in and out.
We were in the doorway, and it was kind of awkward.
And they were like, oh no, come here, come sit with us. And they were not too far from the door, so we just decided to sit since we had drinks anyway. So his name was Roy, and his friend's name I forgot because he couldn't even speak. that
So
much
basically,
English.
Roy was the guy who had, I think he'd studied or worked
Canada.
abroad,
Yeah.
and he knew English.
Yeah.
And his friend opposite,
Yeah.
well, sitting opposite me, anyways.
Yeah.
He was speaking to Maurice, and he didn't know much English. I suppose she was having a conversation with him because
I was saying random Korean words. It was like most random, sporadic conversation ever. It's like
I thought he knew English, and I thought you guys were
No,
having a good time. I was just like,
at one point he got so stressed he decided to go out and smoke.
oh.
I was like, this is tough.
Anyway, the guy Roy, he was really nice,
Yeah.
and he was just chatting, asking where we're from and what we're doing. Yeah, I think he asked what company, who do I work for.
Yeah. Then Roy tried to hook me up with his friend. He was like, he's a really good guy. He's from the farms. Guys from the farms are really nice. They're really kind. They're really good. They take good care of me. I was like, what is this? What is this? And there was bare people just staring at us like, how did this happen?
Oh yeah, so when we were sitting down with them, you know, like when people are walking into a room, they're kind of looking at, because we're kind of in a corner.
I'm glad I had my back to them.
They kind of glance in the corner and are staring like.
They'll just
like,
stop and stare.
Like, what's going on here?
Like, what's the situation?
Because you know, at the same time, I honestly think it's also rare to see black females with Korean men. I didn't see it a lot during that night, to be honest.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually,
I didn't see it during that night. Actually, with the 2 bars that we went to.
There's not that many black girls to start with.
There wasn't that many black girls in general in Itaewon.
You could count them with your fingers.
Yeah, so
that's
probably why it was a bit.
Yeah, and then across from us, there was guys that were sitting down, just like they were just like what's going on here?
Wow.
Oh, that was so funny. That was too funny. What a funny experience. And after that, we chatted to them for like 5 minutes as well.
Yeah,
we
it was
finished
the same time as with the American guy.
And we were thinking, we want to dance, man.
Basically, we wanted to get up and dance, and we kind of made an excerpt, but we didn't want to dance to the music in Fountain because it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
So we went back to the place where we'd already come from, which we'd got stamped for already, so it was free to get in.
Yeah, exactly.
And went back there, and the music was kind of alright when we got back.
But it got more ghetto. The crowd got more ghetto.
Oh yeah, so we went there and we noticed that there was also some other foreigner people like us there. There were a mixture of girls, like not just one race, maybe Indian, white, black as well, whatnot. So we noticed that there was a bit more of a mixture in the club.
One question, like guys, foreign girls, what happens when you come here, man? They're just like, no, the attitude is like, it's a different attitude. And I think like when they see some foreign girls, they think that we're all the same. Because some girls were just like, the way they were behaving, I was just like, why?
To be honest, if you're a woman and you're in a club, it's not good to give off a vibe.
Exactly,
it's not good to give off certain vibes.
Yeah, certain signals like I'm here. Yeah,
I'm here.
I'll anything that moves, anything that's Korean. Come to me. I'll take it.
It's not
like,
anything. Not anything that's. Just if you behave in a certain way, it attracts men for the wrong reason.
Exactly.
That's basically, and that's. I think that's what some foreign girls do when they come to Korea, and it's also a touch on the subject as some YouTubers.
Yeah,
say.
exactly.
You know, when you come to a certain, when you like when foreigners come to Korea, like foreign girls, they tend to give off this I don't want to say
I'm down for anything.
I'm a desperate. Is it like a desperate kind of vibe or like a?
Yeah, it's not desperate. It's more like I'm down for anything as long as it's Korean. I
don't know what. Yeah.
They're just people like you and me. Like you don't need to like put them on such a pedestal where like.
I think it's a thing again where it's to do with K-pop and.
I think so.
And everyone thinking that they're a certain level above you and. I can't even explain it. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. Hopefully we don't offend anyone, but it's just what we realize, and we thought we're foreign as well. We don't really want to be seen in that light, so it's like just be yourself and calm down when you come here. Have fun. You don't need to be extra like, yeah, we're the foreigners here. Look at us, and then you like start twerking and be
but
extra.
The thing is, it's a thing where I think it's younger girls would maybe.
Yeah, I think it's because young girls. Maybe we're just too old.
Younger girls might do that, or And it's not just in this country. It's when you're wherever you're at home in the UK,
they were loud,
or America or whatever. It's just,
they were really loud though. They were like, they formed a circle. They were like twerking at each other, and they were loud. Like, look at us. You guys have to look at us. And I'm just like, can't you just have fun without? Everyone else seems to be able to have fun,
like
without drawing attention.
What
to
I
themselves.
noticed with the whole dancing and twerking and trying to attract attention, it attracted men's attention. Don't get me wrong, it did.
Yeah. And the wrong attention.
Yeah, and they would try to go up to the girls and probably dance or or rub themselves on them in some kind of way, and it was just like, yeah, I don't want that kind of attention.
Yeah, so it depends. Actually, depends on you. It's what you're after. If you,
I'm sorry, when I was,
if you want to get used or something, then that's you. If you don't mind just having fun, like hit it and quit it, then that's you. But we're not like that.
Like, basically, it's not even okay, how can I say? If you don't mind just having fun with someone and you want to give off that vibe, then
go ahead.
Cool. Like, whether he's Korean, whether he's foreign, whether he's whatever, then
go ahead.
But if you don't, then I would suggest, you know, what's the word?
Just carry yourself elegantly.
Yeah, carry yourself in a different light or something.
Exactly, and you attract a different set of guys, because we were attracting a different set of guys, and they would have to think twice before they come up to us and talk some nonsense. Yeah, basically. Or try and like.
I think they kind of knew we weren't those kind of people that were just like, because allowing, you know, we don't want to drink with them, we don't want to dance in an appropriate way. Exactly. I don't dance in an appropriate way in clubs anyway. It's just, it always sounds like the wrong thing. Even when I was younger, I didn't do that.
Basically, how I would act anywhere else in the world is the same way I was acting in this club. I didn't all of a sudden get all like, yeah, boys, woohoo, kind of, just because I was.
And I also think, you know, maintaining your alcohol levels to a minimum. Is probably better, especially in a foreign country where you don't know people. It's dangerous to even do that kind of thing where you drink and drink with the wrong people, because you don't know what they're doing to you, your drinks. Not saying that, you know, Korean men or whatever men are going to put things in your drink, but you can't trust anyone ever. So in any club, really. Just be careful, girls. That's what we're saying. Be careful when you come out here, and be yourself. Exactly. Don't be extra, because you're thinking like, like I'm getting attention, they're looking at me, but you don't know what they're really thinking. No, you don't. And I've had experience in how can I say? I've heard from certain friends of mine how some people go on in clubs in Korea. So I can say men maybe, and sometimes they are just looking for like. Not something serious, or they just want to experience something. Try it. Someone that's not Korean, and it's not very nice, but hey ho, that's, you know, that's what they want. That's the kind of guy you'll attract if you act a certain way. So I'm in the age range where I'm not looking for that anymore. I'm looking to settle down, so I don't have time for all that that kind of hit it and quit it mentality. So yeah, it's up to you guys. We're just letting you know what we saw, basically. So no, but that was good. I mean, the second time, I don't know what everyone had to drink, but there was a guy next to me who started twerking. I didn't see him again. Guys, he turned around and was like, and I was like, what is wrong with you? Oh my gosh, she always sees all the fun. I don't see anything. No, some youngins next to me behind trying to film as well. I think they thought I was going to give them a free show and start twerking. I was like, no, not in my time. That was something I did not see. Exactly. Do you remember when we moved like closer to the table area, where we saw those foreign girls, and then there was like a group of guys that came in? They looked like gangsters. Oh yeah, they kind of did the circle and then they made their way out again. Yeah, they didn't stay very long. No, they didn't. I don't know what they were looking for, but neither do I. But anyway, they looked really scary, and then they went back out. So no, but it was an interesting clubbing experience, or bar experience, because it's not really a club, it's bar / club. But yeah, it was a good experience. I mean, it kind of when we went home, I was saying, I probably would never go again. I would probably go again, maybe not stay as late. Yeah. And yeah, it's probably good to pick different places to go each time, because sticking to one place, it might not be, you know. No, but you should definitely experience clubbing in Itaewon. It's funny. It's a whole different world. Yeah, I think going clubbing or going to some bars in maybe other areas, maybe like Hongdae or someone told me that apparently Gangnam is a good area to go as well.
Possibly, yeah.
So
we just don't have time to do everything.
So maybe if we come here again, say next year, and
maybe
we might have a story. You might have a story time.
Exactly.
Times two. So
exactly. So. But in general, though, it's quite funny.
In general, I would say men are men.
Yeah, exactly.
And anywhere you go in the world and you go clubbing, men are gonna try and chat to you.
Yeah. In general, men are men as well. If you're beautiful,
yeah, exactly.
No matter your skin tone, if you're beautiful, they're gonna like you.
So it's not a hang up to be like, say you're black and you're going coming to Korea and you're going clubbing. Yeah. Men are gonna chat to you if you're pretty. Just try to, as we say, be yourself. Yeah. That's probably the best thing to do, and be careful.
Exactly, and you can also be yourself, but you don't have to be too like revealing or whatever. Because I was wearing a dress that was like
less is more.
Exactly, up to my knees. Like I was properly like covered up and everything, but you could see that guys were like, "Oh wow, she looks wow."
Yeah, I was wearing a mini skirt and a top and a cardigan and some trainers. It's not you don't have to look like, you know,
like you just stepped out of a raunchy book or something.
Yeah, like you don't be wearing like some tight dress and some heels
showing
and
nipples and whatever.
Yeah, like you don't really need to like look. I mean, you can look good. Don't get me wrong. Go out and look good if you want.
Classy,
or you can look casual or whatnot. But if you're a pretty girl,
basically,
guys are gonna approach you regardless of what you're wearing.
They'll be curious. They want to know who you are, where you're from.
Also,
you'll get lots of smiles.
If you're coming to Korea, just, you know, be yourself. But how can I say?
Don't overdo it.
Yeah, be careful.
Chill.
And you know, Korean guys will approach you. Just make sure you're being safe, regardless of what you're doing. Basically, that's all I can say.
Exactly. So, if you're planning to come to Korea, to Seoul, and you're black, or you're not black, you're a foreigner, and you're scared, don't be afraid. Just come, have fun, be safe, be nice. You know, whatever you'd like other people to do to you, you do that. Or what you wouldn't like other people to do to you, don't do it to them.
Exactly.
Basically, mind your own business, have fun. You should be fine. So
it was a good experience.
Yeah.
And trust me, there are some hot guys.
Damn!
There are some hot guys in the clubbing scene.
If you're able to hold on to their stares, cause they can stare, man.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I couldn't hold on to their stares. I would
But
lose.
you know what?
In
general,
this
is a general thing. This is not even about Itaewon.
Yeah.
Men in general in this country. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's because we're black or whatever it is. Because I'm not sure I'm not another foreigner, so I don't know. I don't know from their experience. Yeah. But men in general do stare at you here. Whether they're young or old. Like you get some ajushis doing it, and you get some young men doing it as well. Even some women do it as well.
Mannequin challenge.
Yeah, basically they're just they
and you're like
it's sometimes it's pleasant and they give you a smile like ooh, like, you know, I don't know if they think you're pretty or they're just happy to have foreigners here.
I know exactly.
Or sometimes they just stare and you kind of don't know what they're thinking. So it makes you feel kind of a bit.
It makes you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So if you're not used to it, you'll feel like disappearing. You want to crawl into a hole and disappear. But after a while, you kind of get used to it.
I think we've been here for at least 10 days now, and it got to a point actually today. Okay,
exactly.
For example, today,
at the station.
This is our last day.
Yeah, at the train station.
It got to a point I think where we just laugh.
We had to laugh. There was like 4 or 5 that stopped. They literally stopped and they just looked, and then they carried on.
One of they did that, but I was at the Jush.
Yeah.
The Jushis walked past us in the station and just like, you know, someone's trying to hold their stare.
Yeah.
And I just had to laugh at them. But even before that, when we was coming down the stairs, there was a group of young guys, and
so many stories.
It's like we were entering the station at different entrances or something, and
they slowed down.
They somehow looked at us and slowed down. One of them was signaling to his friend, and then for some reason walking down the stairs, his started to like get slower.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to like make me stand behind him. And I just started laughing, and he turned around. I was just thinking, I'm laughing because why are you stopping? Like, I didn't understand what he was doing.
Dope face, congrats.
Yeah, like I don't know if he was like trying to check us out or whatever he was, or trying to like, you know, like when you try to like stop someone from going somewhere so your friend can have a look, or something. I don't know. It was quite funny though.
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious. And what I'm saying is like, you know, at first, you know, when you come here, you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I think being here for 10 days, we gradually got used to it.
Yeah, it's more intense in the train though.
Yeah, because you can't go anywhere.
In the train you can't run. There's only so many places you can look in the train.
Yeah.
Eventually you have to look and just be like, oh my god, stop it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, there you go guys. That was our experience.
It was fun. It was good.
Yes,
we had a good time. We had a good time. It was a good time in Korea.
Yeah, Seoul's been good to us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Seoul. One thing I also noticed is, you remember when we went to the cafe? They like it when you make an effort to like learn some words and like ask them stuff, or speak to them in Korean. So if you can, learn as many little words as you can, and they'll appreciate it because they know at least you've tried.
I don't know.
That was our story time.
Yeah.
That was our experience in Korea. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and comment below. We'd love to know if you've been here and what's your experience been like.
And if you can suggest any good places to go
next time to hang out, yeah.
Because we would like to come here again.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
See you in the next video. Bye, guys.
私はちょうど何が重要か私は